Hi everyone. So I'm a little discombobulated because for whatever reason I updated Touch Portal and it's like being a butt, so I have to toggle between screens, but it's fine. We make it work here. So I'm gonna turn this up just a little. I'm taking this lo-fi. I'm going to be doing readings from the Everyday Witch Tarot, and I'll be using my Everyday Witch Oracle for the community read. I'm going to do the community read a little differently today. I'm going to use a spread. In fact, all right, so I'm going to use a summer solstice spread that I found by, they're on Instagram as House of Our Queer. I'll put a link to it in the chat real quick if you guys are interested in doing it in. Yeah, Kendra, I love this deck, and it's like I think my first deck from Llewellyn ever, and it's still like my all-time favorite. Hold on one second. I'm gonna turn my fan on. It's very hot in my room. All right. So I'll be doing the tarot for this. If you guys would like a more in-depth reading to include tarot and oracle, go ahead and use the tip link in the description. And if you guys want to check out the spread that I'm using, you can check out the link that I posted. So we have Ari and Luke in the queue. Kendra, if you're still having trouble, Sil and Luke can help get you sorted out. Alrighty, let's go and see. Okay, just wanted to pull the spread up on my phone so I can look at it while I'm like pulling cards. So it's a 4-card spread, super simple. There we go. So I'm going to get the cards all shuffled. As I shuffle these cards, go ahead and think about, your summer solstice. What is it you guys want to focus on? What kind of energies you feel like are around you? I can get my hands around these big ass cards. And if you guys are doing anything super fun for the summer solstice or the strawberry moon, which is kind of all grouped together, it's like really amazing energy, let me know. I feel like I'm just doing some small rituals. Nothing too crazy. Okay, so our first card is, what can we leave in the shadows? Oops, my deck's upside down, sorry. This is give love. So obviously we're not gonna be leaving in the shadows, like giving love to people. It's more so saying like maybe we need to leave in the shadows over giving, where you giving too much of yourself to people or things that don't necessarily deserve it. So for this, I think, reflect on the things where you feel like maybe doing too much of this thing is burning you out, or being involved too much with this one person is just draining. Focus on those things. What can you leave behind as you reflect on that? Let's see. What do I need to know to feel lighter? What do we need to know to feel lighter? Let's take this one. This is make a move. I feel like it's kind of counterintuitive. I don't feel like, making a move makes you feel lighter, but I feel like we're at the peak of of the longest days, right? This is where we're going to have the most energy. And sometimes when we get into the summer months, for those of you who are in the northern hemisphere like I am, I feel like this is a time where you start to travel more, you start to spend more time with your family and friends. There's a lot more activity going on. You do a lot more events. So I feel like, sometimes in the winter we kind of uh okay. Sometimes in the winter, we kind of hunker down. We tend to be like homebodies, even if you're naturally a homebody, and it can be a little heavy and really weigh on you. And I think this is the perfect time to kind of move, allow some movement into your life, whether that be travel. I know that is for me, so I'm taking that up. But it could also be taking on something new. Good night, Kendra. Yeah. Feel free to join me next time. But I think that allowing yourself some movement and freedom is a great way to feel lighter. Okay, what challenges are keeping us from feeling light? Let's see. What is keeping us from moving freely right now? We have ground and center. So I think sometimes what I'm going to do is take this card more so in the negative. When you become a little too grounded, what you end up doing is becoming a little too rooted and very unwilling to move forward or make changes, especially when they're warranted and probably good for you. So I think that in regards to this reading and in regards to the challenges that we're having, it's very hard to feel free when you feel very tethered down and you're weighted in place. It very much counteracts that movement that we were talking about earlier. All right, last one. What solutions will bring me joy and lightness? Okay, what solutions will bring us joy and lightness? Hibernation and rejuvenation. So we were talking about movement. I feel like hibernation and rejuvenation might feel a little counterintuitive to that, especially if I'm saying don't allow yourself to be anchored down or weighted down. But I think that what this means is like hibernation and rejuvenation, find those moments in that freedom where you can feel like you can take time for yourself, where you can kind of become a little more one with yourself. But it's also saying that even though you're in this like era of freedom and doing this, that, and the other, don't forget to take time to take care of yourself and reflect and just allow yourself a breather. Just don't become so much so that you end up rooting in place and no longer moving. Happy solstice, Chelsea. Welcome. I just finished up the community read, and I did a solstice reading, which is a little abnormal for my channel. I usually just pull some random cards. So if you would like to hear that, feel free to go back. But if you'd like to join the queue, use !join to join the queue. All right. Ari, you are up first. I'm gonna sit this. I'll sit this here. Luke, you asked earlier if I'm going to get the familiar deck. I probably won't. I shared that for you. I'm not really into those decks. But I have been thinking of getting the, let me see, what is it? I actually have it saved here. The Find Your Magic Tarot and the Curious Travels Tarot. I'm just not sure because they're both like essentially $30 and I don't know that I want to spend that much. And they don't come out until July and August respectively. So I might just wait and see if they go on sale eventually. So, Chelsea, the only questions I won't do for the most part, there are a few, but the ones that I generally tell people that I don't do are I don't do third party readings. So, how X feels about you, or how what so and so's intentions are for you, stuff like that. But I will see what the energy is between you guys. So, if you want to know, like, you and a specific person. Of course, I also don't do like health or legal advice, but I will do like if you yes, I for the oh yeah, you can definitely ask about your guides. I do caveat that I don't really believe in deities, but I'm happy to do a reading for you. It's just your comfort level with that aspect. But I will do guides and ancestors um, without reservation. Um, Luke, nah, probably not. I don't know. Never say never. I never know where the world is going to take me in that regard, but it's not high. It's not high on the list. Let's get this deck all warmed up. I forgot how nice this deck shuffles. I haven't used this. Gosh, I feel like I may have only used this once or twice in 2023, which means I probably have not used this in like a year and a half, a year and change, close to a year. But it shuffles like a dream, and it's so nice and easy. It just sucks because of the like glare. I think that's why I don't use it very often on camera. The glare's not too fun. I might start traveling with this deck too. I don't know. All right, let's see. I mean, you never know. Let's see if you'll be meeting any guys at the beach that will make you want to approach them. Whoop. Excuse me, Apollo. I also forgot how slippery this deck is. All right. We have, oh, that's perfectly placed. My bad. We have the Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and then the, what is this? Four of Wands, Seven of Swords, and Four of Swords. So, yes and no. I think that you'll probably see some good-looking people, but I don't think that their personalities are going to match up with what you're seeing, and it's not going to be cool. So on the surface, it seems like, oh, we have the Four of Wands, celebrations and like people having fun, and you just kind of seems like you want to be sucked into that kind of a little bit. But then as you start to dig a little deeper, probably not the best. They're probably just out to enjoy themselves and keep to themselves. The Seven of Swords doesn't necessarily have to be malicious. I just think in the grand scheme of people going to the beach to kind of have a good time with the people that they're at the beach with, that's going to be their focus. And then really, like, ultimately what it's going to lead to is just the Four of Swords is taking a period of rest. Just enjoy your time at the beach. You might have like eye candy, but realize they're inaccessible. So they could be, not playing for the same team as you, or they might have families or significant others and stuff like that. So, I mean, enjoy the eye candy, enjoy the people watching, but don't think that there's anything that's going to happen if you approach them. That's not really going to amount to much. I would say just have a good time at the beach. We have these two fours here flanking it. So I think that, oh, you've never heard the term not playing for the same team, not batting for the same team? That's code for, like, if you're straight, they are probably not straight. Yeah, thank you, Chelsea. Just, yeah. I have a lot of old phrases, I realize. Like, it's really funny. Because I'll say stuff and my friends are like, what the hell is that? So, yeah, I think, but enjoy your time at the beach. Don't put so much pressure on trying to find, like, someone. Just, it's supposed to be a good time, so let it be, Let me see something real quick. But I will say, I don't know when exactly you're going to the beach, but I love doing, like, magic at the beach. I feel like the energy of the waves and the tides and stuff, the seawater is just really magical in a kind of way. So fours can represent manifestation. So maybe this is your time to sit and reflect on what it is that you're looking for outside of, the superficial stuff, because that stuff's easy. And then maybe this could be the start of your manifestations going forward. No, Chelsea, that's funny. And now I want ribs. So, okay, for my rib eaters, this is going to be a weird question, but I just recently had this debate with someone. Do you like dry rubs or do you like saucy ribs? I think beaches can be a good place to find guys, but I think that it depends on the beach. Like, a party beach would be good to find someone to party with and have fun with, but not to have a relationship with. But then there's family beaches, which obviously is the exact opposite. You need something in the middle. So it depends on the beach. Been to them all. Wow, everybody's saucy people. Nice. A lot of my Texas friends are really into dry rubs, and I'm like, while that is good, I want my whole body covered in sauce when I'm eating ribs. Yep, Luke, you are up next. Then I have Chelsea, and then I have Rabone. Hopefully I said your name right. Sorry if I did it. Yeah, depending what city you're on, it can be a little bit of a dry town in terms of, like, not many options. So, Rabone, I don't do third-party readings. So if you'd like to change your question when your turn is up, feel free. But for now, Luke is up next. Who is Sky? Is that a friend or family member? Or who is this? Yeah, coastal Georgia. And actually, I will say I like the beaches in the Carolinas. I've never been to Georgia, but I assume it's kind of the same because it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm too old for the party scene. I don't really enjoy it. but I also don't want to be around fucking kids. So I need something in between. Like, I don't want to go full Miami, but I don't want to go full, like, Myrtle Beach. Okay, let's see. What's the energy of the solstice bringing for you and Sky? I like that name, Sky. I have a friend named Sky, but she's a girl. I guess Sky's gender neutral. Just never realized it. All right, next card. Ooh, there's a lot of movement here, Luke. I don't think that. So if you're interested in them, I don't think that there's I think there will be a few sparks, but nothing substantial yet. And I think that it's like working on it. So let me read your cards off, but I'll start in the middle. We have the 8 of Wands, we have the Emperor, and then we have the Ace of Wands. And I think that with the Emperor rather in the middle of your reading, I feel like the solstice is going to be the start of finding like some ground between you guys, some structure. Whatever you have going on between you right now is probably really like nebulous, kind of ebbing and flowing, a little like going back to my sea reference, I guess. But I feel like right now the solstice is like the kickoff to maybe starting to figure out how you guys fit. And because of that, there's a lot of movement that's happening. With the 8 of Wands, there are going to be some changes between you guys. I think with having 2 wands here flanking the Emperor, who I think is also fire energy, if I'm thinking correctly. Like fiery energy is inspiration and passion. There's a lot of warmth that happens there. It's not so much the same as like Cups in terms of being emotionally invested, but it's kind of like the spark that could lead up to that kind of thing, if you get my drift. It just depends. You're still kind of in like that in-between state, but I like that you're ending on this Ace of Wands, because the Ace of Wands is you have that new spark that can blossom into something bigger and greater and really start to fuel the fire that is between you guys, for like the cliche fire puns, I guess. But I do also like the concept of aces is not only something new, like new beginnings, but also there's like an era of success that is happening. So whatever is happening between you guys is turning out to be very successful. And I think the energies that are pushing these changes around you guys can lead to something new. So if you kind of feel like you're in this weird like in-between phase, I think as we like go forward in the solstice, things are going to start to level out and become a little more clearer in terms of how things feel. And Chelsea, I feel you. I'm actually, I turned 36 in May, so my friends and I went to Vegas this weekend, and my old ass, like, we stayed out. Our first day there, Vegas is, I live on the East Coast. Vegas is 3 hours behind. I woke up at 6 a.m. and then stayed out in Vegas until like 1 a.m. So, and then kept getting up like at 8 and then being out until like 12:31. Hey, feral witch aunt. Ooh, your husband is from Vegas? We met so many nice people in Vegas. We were like, my girlfriends and I were like, we need to just get a commune a property with a bunch of casitas and like move to Vegas. Oh, Chelsea, you just changed. Okay. Sorry. Oh, you're welcome, Luke. Okay. Chelsea, you are up next. Go ahead, put your question in the chat. I feel like it's hard to find balance between like the party scene, which I feel like it just, back in my day, party scene is very superficial and it's hard to find substance there. Okay, let's see. Chelsea Spirit Guides. Let's see if I have anything for you. What do you need to know or advice from them? All right, one more card. Okay, we have Justice, we have the Nine of Cups, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. Kind of all over the place a little bit. So I feel like ultimately, like with the Justice card, sorry, I'm trying to switch the Qbot thing. With the Justice card, I feel like this is your guides kind of saying, it's like a reminder of what you put out into the world is what you're going to get back. I don't want to go as far as to say karma. It's just like if you've been working towards something, or if you have specific goals that you want to achieve, make sure you're putting the right energy towards that, so that way you can get that energy back. So oh, hopefully that went well. I mean, I don't think that, so okay, that explains a little bit of the Four of Cups, but I will say too, I think that if, and this is not like a love and light kind of thing, I kind of hate that shit, but like with the Nine of Cups, this is like the wishes granted card. So I feel like your guides are saying, make sure you put out the things that you want in order to find the happiness you want, or just like I said before, if you want to achieve those goals. So in your case, if we're, and we could just use this as an example, since you mentioned it with you hexing your coworker, as long as you feel like you're doing the right thing for yourself, don't be too hard on yourself. So I don't know if there's sometimes like a little bit of guilt in doing baneful workings or anything like that, but I feel like this is confirmation that you're doing the right things for you. But there's like this reminder here when it comes to the Four of Pentacles to kind of hunker down a little bit and don't give away all of your resources to things that don't serve you. So the Four of Pentacles can be about like in the literal sense, like saving money and stuff like that. But when you think of just like the physical world around you, make sure you're not giving away too much. Make sure you're saving that for yourself. So while you can do these baneful workings, right, make sure you're doing them and then let them do their thing and you can move on for yourself, knowing that you took care of things. So don't harbor on stuff. Don't, stew over things, for example, because when you really think about it, the goal is that ultimately you want to focus on the joy of things. So once you get it out, let it out, release it into the universe. Don't allow it to come back to you. This is your chance to bring in happier things, knowing that you have provided the justice to people that deserved it. And also now you are getting the justice that you deserve in return. Oh God, 4 years. You were way nicer than me. I'm very much hex positive, and I'm also very much in real life just like talk shit, get hit kind of person. So I mean, obviously I'm not gonna like assault people, but what I mean is I will tell people about themselves and not feel bad about it at all. But I like that your reading started off with the justice card, just because I feel like you're like taking action into your own hands. You're taking accountability for stuff. You're making things happen for yourself. And I feel like it's almost like your guides are validating what you're doing. Like you're justified in everything that you do. You should be happy about it. And then like, you know, hunker down and protect your own assets going forward. And yeah. Yeah, I have friends like that who will like, and you've been so sweet, Chelsea. Let me pull an oracle card for you, just like an overall message from your guides. Some of these cards are upside down. I don't know how I did that. Oh, I love that. Speak your mind. So speak your mind, girl. I have friends who can be a little like too nice, and I am mean. But I love when my nice friends finally embrace the, you know what, I'm not putting up with this shit anymore. You're a bad bitch era. I love it. Oh, good. And that's yes, it's very much like Four of Pentacles energy, right? So the Pentacles, pull it back out. Sorry, I did put it away a little too soon, but like if you see this guy, right, he's kind of has his door closed off. He's sitting on his, you know, treasures. So whatever the things that you value, your time, your energy, whatever it is that keeps you centered and grounded, make sure you protect that. That's what it feels like this is saying from your guides. Oh, thank you. Still got very excited. Luke and I are part of the Taurus gang. Well, thank you for the tip. If you would like another reading for that, feel free to like rejoin the queue. There's only one person ahead of you. Rabone, sorry if I said the name wrong again. But yeah, if you'd like to do extra, let me know. I have no let me see, hold on. Do I have, when's Scorpio? Let me see, let me Google this real quick. Oh, October through November. I don't think I have many Scorpio friends that I'm aware of or that I can remember. It's so bad. Good. I'm glad that answered your question. Yeah, I feel like I don't meet that many Scorpios, like in just my general pleasantry life. Okay, let's see. You and your husband are both Scorpios? That must be an emotional household. I have a lot of earth and air friends, I think. And ironically, my one like fire friend is the sweetest out of all of us. It's crazy how that worked. Hey, Robin. Okay, let's see. What will be the outcome if offensive? Okay, hopefully I said that right. Sorry if I didn't. If you ask them out and get her a gift. Okay, so we have the double card, we have Two of Pentacles, and the Page of Wands. This feels like this. So I don't shuffle reversals into this deck. I flip them for visual purposes for you guys on live stream, just to kind of see better what I'm talking about. But I don't think that it's necessarily going to go the way that you think it will. So with the double card is this like codependency card. It's like over reliance on people. So it makes me wonder, like, you got, this is your ex, so they're an ex for a reason. Something obviously happened. I don't know that this gift or asking her out is going to resolve whatever that was between you guys. And ultimately with the Two of Pentacles, twos generally reflect like balance, and the earth energy is really like groundedness, but in reverse, there's neither of the two are present. So you're really out of balance. Whatever you guys had happen, you guys aren't on the same page. There's really no foundation between you guys right now, and would need to be built back up. So that does not mean like asking them out again. Gifts might help if that's her love language. But if not, if it just seems like, you know, if it seems too superficial from her point of view, I don't think that it's going to be something that she really reciprocates. But we have the Page of Wands. I feel like the Page of Wands is a sign that if you are willing to kind of take a step back and reflect on things, maybe there's something that could be built between you guys going forward, but it's not a guarantee. It could also be a sign that if you look at this, it's almost like the page setting themselves up to go along a new path. So actually that feels more right for everything that's going on here. I think the Page of Wands is insinuating that maybe it's time to move on, forge a new path ahead, find new inspiration and love and passions, find a new focus. What is it that you want going forward, and what is it that you didn't get in this past relationship that you can do better next time, or look for something better next time? Because ultimately the fact that it starts with this double card, I think is just a sign like, you know, do not pass go. Speaking in Monopoly terms, there's nothing stable for you ahead, and go ahead and forge your own path, find something new. Yeah, the time has passed. I don't think there's any reciprocation here. Oh, so Luna has shown up. She's like my I'm aging myself again, but she's like the Apollo, Showtime at the Apollo hook. Anytime Luna shows up during my live stream, I know it's like, okay, I have 5 minutes. I got to get off stage. And for those of you who don't know, Luna is my cat. She's my office manager. She runs the house. So, all right, I think that's the entire queue, guys. It was a short night, but I had some really fun questions tonight. Luna, Priscilla says hi. How many cats do you have, Chelsea? Let me see if I can get her to say something in the microphone. Can you say hi? Can you say hi, Luna? Hopefully you guys heard that. Bruce Wayne and Chumbata. It's so interesting when cat parents have pets named like so wildly different from each other, and I love it. Luna, you have fans. Nobody came to see me, only you. Yeah, I know. She makes an appearance. Oh, I forgot. I almost forgot. So, Sil and I are going to be doing the hashtag Academy Awards tarot tag on the 30th. So, not this Sunday, but next Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a perfect time if you want to officially meet Luna, because she does make appearances in the live streams usually. So if you're not subscribed, well, you have to be if you're chatting, but you can also subscribe to Priscilla's channel, so that way you're like doubly covered. And that way you can meet the true star of the show. I tried to put her like on camera, but it was weird because you just saw the top of a cat. You couldn't see her face. Oh, so they do have an Instagram. They're the Space Cadets. What are they? They're the Space Cadets on Instagram, but I very rarely update it. Hi, Marsha, welcome. Yes, thank you for greeting my chat. I very rarely update. I need to get back into it because they have had some shenanigans. Since I recently moved back in like late April, May, and she and her brother have been getting into some stuff. Oh, thank you. Go ahead, Philomena, put your question in the chat. Yes, Luna. No? Let me see. Did I put the wrong? Oh, me, I put the wrong, like, handle. Let's see if I can find it. Oh no. There we go. And yes, I am Cosmic Lunar Soul. And they are the cadets. At least their last few pictures are like actually cute. Why are you being so chatty? Okay. I'll do one more and then I'll get off, okay? Yep, Philomena, go ahead, put your question in the chat. The queen has spoken. Aww. My cats do that too. When they hear another cat, they're like, where the hell is this thing? My boy cat gets so upset, he'll start like kind of searching around. Then he'll look at me like, he'll look at me like, oh my God, do you see this? So, Wilhelmina, what I can do is I don't do third-party readings, but I can see if there are, what kind of changes will happen in the next week between you and Anthony, if that is cool with you. Really? Why did I figure Bruce Wayne was going to be a void? I love void cats. There should be more of them. I'll see what, actually, let me pull on Oracle first. I don't do thoughts or intentions, but yeah, I can, goodbye, Luna. But I'll see what it looks like is going on in the next week between you and Anthony. Let's pull on Oracle card here. Oh, okay, so Chumba is off void. Oh, this is a card that we got in our community read. This is rounding and center. So I feel like maybe there will be So she's technically his cat. You should post them if they're all lovey-dovey on Facebook on a group called This Cat is Jolene. I love that Facebook group if you're on Facebook. Okay, let's see what next week looks like. What are some things happening between you and Anthony next week? Ooh. Okay. All right. Oh, we have our like 2 repeat cards of the night in the same reading. So we have grounding and centering. I think that, you know, this card is just a reminder to like stay cool. Don't try to necessarily rush things as the next week or so goes by, because your goal is to build up a really strong foundation. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sil. Already, the queue is closed, but feel free to hang out. So we have here with the Lovers, 6 of Cups, and 4 of Swords. We have here the Lovers card, and I love the mirroring of movement here. So I feel like there are going to be some key decisions that happen in the next week or so, but I feel like there is movement towards things. I just don't think that there's necessarily going to be like an actual move next week. So next week kind of strikes me more as like the build-up week because of this 4 of Swords here, right? So this is like that last card where it's like, okay, things are kind of, you're leveling out. You got to be a little patient here, but everything here has some level of movement that's going on that I really, really enjoy. I will mention that when it comes to timing and tarot and how you ask your questions, you kind of get the answer that you asked. So in the next week, probably no moves are going to be made, but you will start to feel things building up. The Six of Cups here, I really love this because there's like this element of giving. I feel like there's going to be a lot of like nostalgia. I don't know if you guys have known each other for a while. But if so, it's kind of like you'll start to feel like this week is like a walk down memory lane where you just reconnect over things that first brought you guys together. And I think overall, this is the build-up week. So maybe in the next 2 weeks, you'll start to actually see actions being taken. But yeah, finding common ground, all of that stuff about basically reconnecting, especially here with these two together. It's just like being able to join together in a really anticlimactic kind of way, but it's really still emotionally connecting. So I think if I were to give you advice based off of what I'm seeing here, is just be patient, right? Things don't have to happen in a specific time frame. This very much feels like enjoy the journey, and just enjoy the ride and let things progress how they're going to progress. Nothing in this feels like a rush into this kind of thing. There's no wands here, right? So there's not a lot of quick burning, quick actiony kind of things. The quickest you have is the swords, and this is your rest card. So I think you just need to let things happen how they're going to happen, but they already feel like they're in motion to get to where it seems like you're hoping that it gets to. Amanda, welcome. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually just closed my queue, but I can squeeze you in. I'll squeeze you in. You'll be my last one for the night. Actually, Chelsea, I will be back. Oh, will I be back on Friday? I'm not sure. I'm going to try to be back next Friday, but I will squeeze you in, Amanda. But Philomena, I think this is really awesome energy, honestly. I know you were hoping for like a yes, this next week is going to be the, end all be all. Go ahead, Amanda, put your question in the chat. You're very welcome. But I think this next week is just going to be like really go with the flow and enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for tipping. Yes, the 30th is the live tarot tag, but if you do tarot, please join us, join in. Thank you for subbing, Max. I can't wait to now. Chelsea's reinvigorated my joy of posting the cadets on Instagram. So I think I'm going to, I just took a photo of Luna, who looks like a little, she looks like a twisted, pretzel. It's really funny. So Amanda, I don't do how so-and-so feels about you, but I can do the energy between you guys. So if that's okay, I can do that. Oh yeah, I feel like, if you enjoy Facebook groups, Chelsea, Respect the Void is another favorite of mine. They do, it's 90% voids, and then they have non-void Friday, I think. All right, so let's see. Energy between Amanda and their ex-A. card. Last card. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the Five of Pentacles, and then the Three of Pentacles. This strikes me as a get out of the cycle kind of reading. So the Wheel of Fortune, in this case, no, I'll leave everything upright. But the Wheel of Fortune is really about cycles. So there are going to be ups, there are going to be downs. But I think in this regard, this is like a sign that you need to get out of the cycle. And if you look at these cards together, right, you can see we have our Wheel of Fortune, and you can see these people walking off away from it. And while it's not necessarily going to be easy, I think this really shows the transition into getting out of whatever cycle you are with this XA, and moving on to your friend group, or your whatever that foundational friend support group is the word I'm looking for. Support group, whether that be family, friends, combination of both. I think that this is your sign to get out of it. So the Five of Pentacles is really about, kind of feeling like you have lost all hope, kind of wandering a bit. But the thing is, there are resources for you. It's just you have to be willing to walk towards them. And it's hard to do if you are on this merry-go-round, right? And I think in this case, if we're looking at the progression of things here, the resource for you happens to be your friends. I probably get the vibe that your friends didn't like A to begin with and are probably happier that they're not around. So I would say maybe lean into that friend group as a support group, not to say like dump on them, but just allow them to pull you out of this cycle. Enjoy your time with them. Allow yourself to focus more so on your relationship with them, and let them be the ones to help you see how things are so much better when you leave this relationship behind. I think that, you have two pentacles here, a lot of earth energy. This is where you start to build your foundations and start to feel a little more grounded. You start to realize like you were in a very unstable situation here, but with these two things here, you're starting to build that stability. So I think, going forward, July should look like he's not in it. That would be my advice to you. I would say don't allow yourself to be sucked back into this, hoping that you're going to get something fortunate out of it. But just think of it as a wheel that you're spinning. You're really pressing your luck, and it seems like that luck is not working out for you. Let's see, anything else I see in this? I guess the only thing that I would say to look out for is that sometimes people stay in these cycles because it's what's comfortable to them. So again, like I said before, I would really rely on other people to help you out of it if you don't think that you can do it alone. So this, I think, mostly leans towards friends, but at some point, this could also be like therapy or a mentor or counseling or something of that regard. So if you feel like it exceeds the boundaries of what your friends can help with, don't hesitate to reach out to professionals in regards to like finding support that way as well. This is all about finding your support group, finding what it is you need. Hi, LH. My queue is actually closed tonight, but it's nice to see you. I will be back hopefully next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Hi, Burb. Welcome. My queue is actually closed, but I'll be back again Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, Amanda, I think that, it didn't quite answer your question in the way that I think that you were hoping, but yeah, I hope that helps a little bit. Yeah, have a great weekend. Enjoy your summer solstice. If you want to, you can go back to the beginning of this. I did a summer solstice reading, so if you want to get some of that energy, no worries, LH. I know usually you're like about halfway through, so but I know I've been gone for a while, so the rhythm is a little off. You're very welcome, Amanda. Alrighty, guys. I am going to get off of here because I'm being glared at by a cat. I feel like I'm being circled by a shark. But if you would like, join me over on Discord. I'll be chatting for the night. I kind of want to bring my bone readings over there. I just haven't figured out the time to do it yet. So, oh, and thank you for people that subscribe. You guys have a great night. Enjoy your summer solstice. Enjoy your full moon. Have a great weekend. If you've been suffering in this heat, make sure you stay hydrated. And I will catch you guys on the flip side. So yeah, see you later.